Hi friends, in this video I am solving sixth question in the equilibrium chapter. So I am reading the question once. A 300 Newton sphere as shown in figure is supported by a force P and 200 Newton weight passing over a frictionless pulley. If alpha is equal to 30 degree, compute the value of force P and angle theta. So if you in this question they have given you the figure. So if you look at the figure, there is a sphere of weight 300 Newton, and one end of the sphere is attached to the pulley by a string or a rope and subjected to 200 Newton force, and another end is subjected to uh, tension pull P, which is unknown to us, and they have given the angle alpha with respect to vertical plane, and they asked us to find the inclination of the tension pull P with respect to vertical plane. So here theta is unknown to us, they asked us to find, but alpha is given here. So alpha is 30 degree, it is given in the question. So now if you look at this pulley here, you can assume or imagine it as pulley here. So here a pulley, so over which the thread or a string is placed on the shaft of this pulley. So here a load of some 200 Newton, and here there is a sphere. So this center of the sphere is connected to this pulley, okay, and another end is subjected to tension pull of P, which is unknown to us, okay. This one is this sphere here, and this one is, you can imagine it as pulley here, okay. It is just for your imagination, okay. Now move to the question here, okay. The first step to solve this is to draw the free body diagram of the sphere, okay. Now here is the free body diagram of the sphere, okay. Sphere here. So one is the weight of the this, what is that, 300 Newton, it is acting downward, yes, here it is. And one is the tension from the pulley, that is 200 Newton. So since it is a frictionless pulley in the, it is given in the question, so there is no loss of force from 200 Newton here to here. So here 200 acting means here also 200 force is acting. So if you look at the figure, one is the 300 Newton, that is weight of the cylinder acting in a downward direction. Another one is the tension pull of from the pulley, that is 200 Newton, and another tension pull P, which is unknown. So, and if you see here, the angle alpha is given with respect to vertical plane, and they asked us to find theta, that is the inclination of the force P with respect to vertical plane. So we can solve this question by two methods. One is the combined application of the equilibrium theorem, that is equilibrium equation plus Lami's theorem, or another method is only using equilibrium equation. So for this question, the less time consuming is the applying only equilibrium equation, okay. So because we can't in the first instance we can't apply Lami's theorem, because we know the force here 300 Newton, but we don't know this angle between any two opposite forces. Here there is here between 200 Newton and the P, the angle here is unknown. Only one side of the vertical plane, that is alpha. The theta is unknown to us, so we can solve it only by applying the equilibrium equations. So first resolve the forces here. First resolve the forces. So this one is the horizontal component, that is P sine. So what is this angle? This angle, so this angle is nothing but, the whole is perpendicular, so perpendicular means 90, so whole is 90, so this angle is horizontal is cos 90 minus theta. Here also same, p cos, here p cos 90 minus theta. So from the property or trigonometric property, we know that cos 90 minus theta is equals to sin theta. Similarly, sin 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta. It is from trigonometric function. Okay. So one is the horizontal component. Horizontal component is nothing but this angle. This angle is nothing but 90 minus theta. So the horizontal component is p cos 90 minus theta. So what is p cos 90 minus theta? It is sin theta. So that means p sin theta. Similarly, for vertical component, it is p sin 90 minus theta. So what is p sin 90 minus theta? It is cos theta. So p sin 90 minus theta is nothing but vertical p cos theta. P cos theta. So I am highlighting p cos theta, p sin theta. So now come to 200 Newton force. Similarly, here also resolve the forces. Okay, alpha, you know, this angle, you know, 30 degree. What about this angle? 90 minus 30 is 60 degree, this angle with respect to horizontal. Okay, so what is this horizontal component of the 200 Newton? That is 200, what is this, sine, sorry, 200 cos 60 is the horizontal component. And similarly here vertical component is 200 sine 60. So I am highlighting it, 200 sine 60, 200 cos 60. Another one is the vertically downward load, okay, of 300 Newton. So now now apply the conditions of the equilibrium. Apply conditions of equilibrium. Apply conditions of the equilibrium. That is, first we apply sigma fx is equals to the, that is, we are equating algebraic sum of all the horizontal force, equating it to 0. So what are the horizontal forces here? So one is the p sin theta, that is horizontal component of the p force, and another one is the 200 cos 60, which is a horizontal component of the 200 Newton force. So now if I write here, so p, so it is in the this direction, you know the sign convention, right? So in this direction it is positive, it is positive, it is negative, it is negative. Okay, you know the sign convention here. So this force is acting in the this direction, that is right hand direction, that is positive. So positive p sin theta. Okay, now what is that here? It is a 200 cos 60, which is acting in this direction. What is in this direction? Left hand side, it is negative, so minus 200 sorry, minus 200 cos full. So if we look at here, it is nothing but 200 cos 60, equating it to 0. So I am write the equation again here, once here. P sin theta minus 200 cos 60 is equals to 0. Okay, so I can write it as P is equals to 200 cos 60. So what is the value of 200 cos 60? 200 cos 60. So what is the value of 2? It is coming around 100 newtons. Sorry, 100 only. Sorry. P sin theta is equals to 100, which is unknown to us. This we still don't. We have to find this P and sin theta. So I named it as equation 1. Now consider, equate the algebraic sum of all the vertical forces to 0. So what are the vertical forces acting here? One is the vertical component of the force P, which is acting upward, P cos theta, and another one is the the vertical component of the 200 Newton, that is 200 sin 60, which is acting upward, and another one is the 300 Newton, that is nothing but the weight of the cylinder, which is acting downward. So you can see the sign convention here. For upward forces it is positive, for downward forces it is negative. So I can write it as P plus P cos theta plus 200 sin 60 minus this 300 Newton force. I'm equating it to 0. So P cos theta, shift this to right hand side, so sign will get changed. So 300, it is positive now, minus 200 sin 60. So deduct these two values. 300 minus 200 sin 60. So you are getting value as 126.79. Okay, I call it as equation 2. So I call it as equation 2. Now divide this equation 1 and equation 2. Sorry, divide equation 1 and equation 1 and 2, that is nothing but equation 1 divided by equation 2. So what is equation 1? P sin theta is equals to 100 upon P cos theta is equals to 126.79. 126.79. Okay, divide this to 100 divided by 126.79. It is coming around 0.788. 0.788. Here if you see here, P is common in both numerator and denominator, so it will get cancel out, and sin theta upon cos theta, you know trigonometry, it is tan theta. So theta is equals to tan inverse of 0.788. So what is tan inverse of 0.778? Let's calculate it. Tan inverse of 0.788, it is coming around 38.23. so that means the value of the angle theta is 38.23 degree. First, now we found the theta here. So what is this value of theta here? 38.23. Now comes to the force P. So we found the value of the theta, which is 38.23. Now substitute the value of the theta in any of this one equation 1 or equation 2. You can substitute the value of the theta in any of the equation 1 or 2. So in this case I am applying the substituting the value of theta in equation 1. So this equation, so substitute, we get P here. By substituting theta in any of the equation 1 or 2, we get the force P. So substituting the theta value in equation 1. So here is the equation 1. P sin theta is nothing but P sin 38.23 degree is equals to 100. So what is PP is unknown to us. Sin, so shift this sin 38.23 to right hand side. So it will move to the denominator. So it will becomes 100 upon, so I am writing here, so 100 upon sin 38.23. so what is 100 divided by sin 38.23? 100 divided by sin 38.23, so it is coming around 161.53, sorry 59. It is coming around 161.59. so P is equals to 161.59 Newton. So we found the P here, which is 161.59, and the angle theta here, it is 38.23. So finally we found the values of P and the theta. So what is the value of P we got here? It is 161.59 Newton, and angle is theta here. We got it as 38.23 degree. So finally our objective is completed. Thank you.